expressed on this program are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
You are now watching the Alan and DJ Show.
Yo, Milwaukee, Sun Prairie, all the surrounding areas, man. Welcome to the Alan and DJ TV show program. And I'm Alan, man.
And this is your boy DJ.
DJ, what's poppin', my dirty?
I'm doing good, man. How about you?
Feeling even wonderful. You know what I'm saying? I've been having a few ex-girlfriends trying to reach out to me.
Okay.
You know, Bambi the deer, that's my heart right now. We make people feel the deer, you know what I'm saying? And Bambi is, I love Bambi, you know. Love everything about her, man. Her shiny red nose, her rantlers, you know what I'm saying? Like Bambi, like that's my girl. And, you know, I felt comfortable enough to have this conversation with her. I said, hey, you know, a couple of ex-girlfriends of mine reaching out to me. We look at it, we laugh. And I said, I wonder why now? Because now, you know, you just starting to get somewhere. Now you're starting to do your thing. And hey, sometimes I know it can be tempting too, because we are human.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say the thing that I want to talk about today, DJ, is reasons why I feel like you should avoid getting back with your ex.
Absolutely.
I know some of y'all want her back. I know some people on the phone, please, take me back. Man, put that down, man. We finna give it to you the way that the Alan and DJ show know how to give it to you. Because, man, we ain't with that. We ain't with them sad songs, and my heart gets so, like, look at that dude, man. And lights, man, dirty look. I'm going to get to all that in a little bit. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about that, DJ. Let's talk about reasons why people should avoid getting back with their ex.
Absolutely.
Woman or male.
Yep.
And let's bring it to them the way that the Alan and DJ show know how to do it. Let's talk about bullet point number one. Let's talk about repeating the past mistakes. Like, why do you want to avoid that when it comes to trying to get back with your ex?
Basically, when it comes down to repeated past mistakes, those mistakes can turn into repeated patterns that are likely to reoccur. Basically, for an example, like let's say the past mistake was cheating. Mm-hmm. If you go back out with your ex, or if you be with your ex again, the chances of you cheating on that ex again goes up significantly.
That's true. Because, you know, if I know that you forgave me once or twice and I did it to you, I know that you'll do it again.
Absolutely.
And I'm always a firm believer of, you know, you cheated on me once, I just don't want you no more. There's nothing my mama can say. There's nothing nobody can say for me to ever want you back again. I forgive you, though. Mm-hmm. I really do, because my way of forgiving you is I'm not saying nothing bad about you. I just mean, you know, girl was cool, but, you know, we just didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? There was two people having creative differences, and we were just growing, and we was going in separate directions. And I'll leave it there. Like, I'm not bashing that person, because when you sound hurt, like, man, she wasn't nothing no way, or dude, ain't nothing but a loser, a deadbeat, you want him back, so, you know what I'm saying, like, you feel emotionally scarred, but I'm gonna say don't repeat this, like the past mistakes, because it could be, the relationship can end up like being like fundamental incapabilities, personality clashes, unresolved issues, problems that can kind of keep resurfacing. So before I kick the bucket to DJ, let's say for an example, you know, you cheated on her with this girl named Roshonda. She gonna kick Roshonda back in your face eventually. Uh-huh. And you gonna be like, man, I thought we was past that. So we still on that? Or, you know, dude might bring up, yeah, you know, you said that 2 years ago you was cheating on me with Derek. I thought we was past that. So those are like resurfacing issues that's gonna keep coming up, that's gonna keep y'all constantly clashing.
Absolutely. And the reason why this bullet point is so important too is because reasons for the mistake can also heighten the chances of the mistake to actually happen again. That's so true. For an example, like let's go back to cheating. Like let's say the reason why that person cheated on you was because you didn't spend enough time with them. If you get back with your ex and you end up not spending that much time with them again, that might heighten the chance of it happening again.
That's true, because, like, that's what happened the first time.
Yeah.
So let's say now you in a career and it's really taking off. Like, let's say the Alan and DJ show. Let's say you work on the Alan and DJ, the Alan and DJ team staff. And, you working out even with the Sun Prairie Media Center. Or any podcast or TV show that you got going on. Or, it could be business, cops be on the go. Sometimes firefighters don't be at home for 48 hours sometimes, right? Yeah. So if that was a problem in the past, it's going to be the problem again, because at this time now, you done leveled up in life. So you're going to be extra more busier. So don't make those repeated mistakes, because if that's what was the cause of it, it's going to really be the cause of it again. And bullet point number 2, let's talk about emotional abuse, man.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
Man, this is deep, DJ, because this is reason why I avoid getting back with my ex. I don't want to go through the emotional abuse again. So help the people out there understand, like, why this is important.
Because, like, you're basically giving that person another chance to hurt you emotionally. And it also takes a physical and mental toll on your body.
Man, that's so true, because some relationships can be so emotionally abusive that when y'all get back together, it's like this repeated cycle is going to keep happening. Like the point of like the mistreatment. And anybody can sell you a dream. Like, I could be a sheep in wolf's clothing. Baby, look, I promise when I get back with you, we're going to do everything. Oh, yeah. Marriage? Oh, yeah. Like, whatever, just to get you back. He's saying, he begging more to keep sweating them songs. Just to get you back, right? And when he gets you back, it's going to go good for about a month. Yeah. It's going to go good for a month. You go back into your girlfriend. Oh, girl, like, he changed. You need to get your man like me, girl. I did this to him, and he behaving right. All of a sudden, something go wrong. Here comes the mistreatment again.
Absolutely.
So be careful of stuff like that.
And, like, also the reason why this is so important is because you're basically on an emotional roller coaster. And with that emotional roller coaster, you're basically giving that power to the person that hurt you.
Exactly. And which would even tie me into bullet point number 3, because with that emotional roller coaster and that emotional abuse becomes what? Lack of respect.
Ooh.
And the lack of respect happens when an ex didn't respect the relationship in the previous. He didn't respect the relationship in the beginning. So what makes you think that they're going to truly change and respect the relationship now? But if it's coming in late, and you're like, dude, like I told you, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got rules in this house, baby. Like, shut your rules up. I'm going to bed. You tripping. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just disrespect you and saying, like, they got more money than you and you ain't nothing without me. It's lack of respect.
Absolutely. And with lack of respect, like, it makes that person look at you as less of a person because they disrespected you and you forgave them for disrespecting them. So in return, it makes them lose respect for you.
Because they didn't respect you from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. They just didn't respect you from the beginning. And people seem to get power.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you even got people that respect you in private, but when you get out in public, like, they got to front like they bigger than you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, here comes the disrespect. And, like, anytime you was with an ex and you seen, like, that person didn't really respect you at all, because that's one thing I ain't going for, no disrespect, and I've been through that so many times. I do it in front of your family. I'll say it to you in person. Let's say, for example, I ain't got no money. Hey, I ain't got no money. You get in front of your sister and try to play that game. What did I just tell you in the car? I ain't got no money. Don't try to get out here in front of these people and start fronting, because that's a lack of respect that they have for you at the. So basically what I'm going to say is this. If you got an ex that treated you like that, I wouldn't want them back no way. But if you're trying to get them back, and that's your choice, then you need to establish some rules in the beginning.
Absolutely. And basically, this is a gem, guys. Each time you go back out with your ex, the more likely they will lose more respect for you. Yeah,
because now, like, I know that you're just there.
Yeah.
So I can do whatever I want to do and put you on the shelf. Like, oh, D, ain't worried about her, bro. She gonna be there. My friend go over here, she was popping with this. Now the grass ain't green over here, so now come here. Now coming back over, hey, how you doing? Hey, stranger. You know how the girls hit you with that one.
Yep.
Oh, you act like you don't know me no more. Man, you was out there doing what you wanted to do. Man, I'm gone with that. but bullet point number 4.
Oh,
and
yeah.
y'all got to start watching out for this, emotional dependence.
Oh.
So why do you want to avoid getting back with your ex when it comes to emotional dependence?
Basically, it becomes an emotional crutch in your life, and without that person being in your life, you become emotionally unstable.
You know, like some people feel like they just can't do things alone.
Yep.
And we did shows on that where we talked about mastering the art of being alone.
Yep.
Because when you, like, some people need validation from people so much that they become emotional dependent on that person. So, like, don't nobody word matter but your ex. So, let's say you're doing stuff, right, out of spite. And I said at this point, that's when both parties need to grow up. So, you're doing stuff out of spite. Or, you're letting this dude dance on you at the party. Or, dude, like, you're all on this girl because, she got your social media and you hope that she looking. You both look childish, for one. And when you come, like, emotional dependence, like getting back together, sometimes it happens just because the both of y'all were just lonely at one point.
Yep.
Once he find what he looking for again, or she find what she's looking for again, ooh, out with the wind she go. And then that's a sign of desperation and, like, emotional dependence because you need somebody. And that's not to me, that's not a happy foundation, DJ, of a solid relationship. That's why I always say people always feel like they got to have people, man, instead of just taking time out to learn you, be alone, like figure it out sometimes, like what was I doing that was causing them mistakes as well, because it don't take one person, sometimes it take two. Because if a person cheat, you got to peel back the layers of the story.
Absolutely.
Why did they cheat?
Absolutely. Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. But like what emotional dependence also does is basically it keeps you emotionally attached to that person, and it's hard to break an attachment once you develop that attachment with that person.
Yeah. That's why some people have hard times getting over breakups. So
Absolutely.
Hey, DJ, you know what, bro? I ain't trying to talk about her right now, bro. You like, oh, here you go. Dog, man, skip that girl, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, okay, I understand that you've been with her for 5-10 years. Who am I to just tell you to brush her off? Mm-hmm. That's not going to be easy. Like, Dirty, trust me out here. I promise I'll listen to you till the cows come home. But if she's an ex now, she's an ex for a reason. Why are you still talking about her?
Absolutely.
It says 3 months into this now. You still, yeah, bro, like, man, I'm good. Like, man, I don't need her no way. I'm getting ready. Bro, we going to get, okay, cool. Yeah, bro, like, she going to realize what she missed.
Yeah.
Bro, like, why are you still talking about her? You know what I'm saying? So you're emotionally dependent on her. Now, if she like one picture on your thing, you're going like a kid in a candy store.
Absolutely.
Hey, bro, look at this. See, bro, I told you, bro, you were thinking about me. I told you to think about me. I told you and Will, bro. Man, I told y'all, bro. You like, dude, you want her back bad, don't you? So this is why I say this to say this, ladies and gentlemen out there. These are some of the reasons why you want to avoid getting back with your ex. And then, bullet point 5, man, compromising trust.
Absolutely.
Because that is important when it's coming to a friendship, relationship, workship, whatever you want to call it. But we're going to tie this into an ex, though.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this important, DJ, when it comes to dealing with an ex?
Basically, like, this leads to unhealthy compromises. Meaning that one person is basically sacrificing and the other person is not sacrificing their needs, which later on can lead to resentment, damaged trust, and connections.
No, man, that's so true. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, you want to be careful, man. Like, identifying, like, trusting, like, breaking events that can make it difficult to rebuild a sustainable relationship because you broken my trust. You know what I'm saying? So I trusted you with my heart. I trusted you with everything. You know what I'm saying? Let's say now y'all married. And now at this point, I wouldn't do it, but y'all got shared bank accounts together, right? So now like y'all doing things together. Well, I'll take that back. Like, well, I wouldn't do it, but I still have my own on the side because nobody's guaranteed to you, right? Boom. Certain current events happen where I told you something in confidence and you put me out there like that, I can't trust you again. So you broke in my compromise and trust that I had with you because I thought that I could share an intimate moment with you mentally and spiritually and financially and emotionally. So when that happens, those are reasons why you want to avoid getting back with your ex because that could have happened a lot. So you got to think they just didn't change overnight.
Absolutely.
And bullet point 6, hindering personal growth. Now, DJ, how does this tie into this? Because some people do hinder people back.
Absolutely. Like basically, like what happens is like you notice in every relationship, like you have a learning experience, and it should help you actually grow as a person. But when you're in a relationship with your ex, what happens is it stalls the development of you becoming a better person, and it doesn't prepare you for the other relationships later on.
Oh, no, that's so true. You know, when you keep reconnecting with an ex or, you know, just in general, you know, like it's going to prevent you from growth to, you know what I'm saying, really be able to have like not just personal growth for yourself, but just in general because you're hindering yourself from like moving on and to find a capable partner. Like you could be missing out on your water reflection or your twin flame is what I like to call it. So God could be like, I want to send you this person. This person is the best thing for you, but I got to keep holding this back because you want to keep going to what I took away from you in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And like, y'all know y'all not good for each other, like y'all toxic. This is how y'all get along by arguing with each other. Sometimes they get into a physical altercation. And that's hindering personal growth. Like, that's hindering you from growing up a little bit. That's hindering the person that you with, your ex, from growing up a little bit. So sometimes, you know, once that happens, you know what I'm saying, sometimes, you know, like it really hurts you from moving on because then at this point, you just can't seem to move on.
Absolutely.
Girlfriend might be like, man, you need to let DJ go. I know. I just can't get DJ on my mind. Oh, my God. I hate him sometimes. But he is fine, though, is he? Alan is fine, isn't he? That smile is there. But still, he a jerk. You see what I'm saying? And women are going to be extra emotional because them are 3 or 4 different emotions that came out at the same time.
Absolutely. And basically, also with hindering personal growth, it also can hinder you as far as like on a financial level too, man.
Yeah.
Because like if you can't get out of that relationship or whatever, or if you go back to that relationship could have been in one state, and you probably could have took a position at another state, but because you're tied to that person in that state, then you can't take the leap to another state, so it hinders your financial growth.
What it does is like, you know, like it keep you into like a financial bind. So,
Yep.
you know, that's why I say at the end of the day, guys, you know, you got to watch out for that. Be careful. Be mindful of that. And I want to drive my last point home, internal circumstances.
Oh, yeah.
So let's drive our point home on this, DJ. Like, what can we really tell the people out here when it comes to why I would avoid trying to get back with an ex?
Because when it comes down to the external circumstances, like, it's a lot of different reasons why, like, you should avoid your ex. And some of the reasons are sometimes you have family that just don't like that person.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they friends might have an influence on that person, or that person may develop feelings for somebody else, or they did an activity with another person, and now it actually is a different situation now, because now that their emotions are not 100% there because they have external influences.
That's true. So, you know, it could be that person in the ear.
Yep.
They can say, girl, like, I'm going to take that bomb dude back to save my life. Girl, he never had a job and this and that. Or two, you know, your boys might be like, man, bro, you know she out there. She dancing on the poles now, all that stuff, right?
Yep.
So when you're doing that, if the breakup is due to internal factors like the, let's say like the demographic, for an example, like the distance. Mm-hmm. And then let's say, or life transitions or reconciliation could be variable option for both parties to address the internal issues. So if we both was like not working out and we decide to reconnect, then I would say if that's what you want to do, I'm hit you from the points Well, yeah, like I'm hit you from the standpoint of that. If that's what you want to do, then get to the eternal issue. Get to the root of the problem. Like, why did this happen? Why did we break up? So what makes you think that this can work out again this time? Not that you grilling this person, but if you really heavily consider about taking your ex, then them are things that you need to learn and ask questions about, because you don't want to keep duplicating the same mistakes. Then you look like a joke to people. Mm-hmm. Like, if y'all break up, people gonna start blowing you off. Oh man, I'll be back together in 2 weeks. Because like now people lost the lack of respect and the energy for that. But I wouldn't want it because the internal circumstances of, we just didn't work. Maybe it was long distance. Maybe it was just because we just kept butting heads and we finding out that we're just two different people. And sometimes it just don't work, man.
Absolutely. And basically, like, when it comes down to external circumstances as well, like sometimes when y'all reconnect, schedules are off.
Yeah.
Meaning that she might have added more hours to her job.
Yep.
She might have added more hobbies, like taking up yoga or something like that. That's going to take up more time to where like y'all can't spend more time together. Right. Or she might have different activities that she's into now, or he or she developed a new identity to where like now they like that identity, and now when y'all reconnect, y'all have a disconnect because the person that you met ain't the person that you met now.
And the person that you once used to be.
Yep.
And I'm going to tie this into the Alan and DJ's final thought. Yo, DJ, what's your final thought when it comes to why people should avoid getting back with their ex, man?
Basically, man, like, we not saying, like, you shouldn't do it. Like, you're your own person. Like, if you want to get back with them, that's fine. But we just letting you know the reasons why you should avoid these reasons. And if you can, if you look at any of these reasons as red flags, then you should avoid them altogether.
Totally agree, 100%. I can't tell you what to do. Every person watching this show, I would say the majority, are grown, right? So I can't tell you what to do. Like, I can only go based off of what I would do in these situations. And I pay attention to everything, like the emotional abuse. I don't want to keep repeating the same things, If we did this more than twice, then this is not going to work. Obviously, it's just not going to work. It'd be a lack of respect there. And then how can I trust you? You trust me. Like the trust would be gone. So I want to take it from a standpoint of these are things that you should be doing to make yourself not want to get back with your ex. Generally, self-improve drastically. And that's what this show geared towards. We want to help you guys all become the very best version of yourself. And, to share a history with yourself and the familiarity of, like, okay, this is how life finna be. Okay, she really not coming back, or he really not coming back. Cool. I got to start doing what's best for me and start getting myself into a situation. And most importantly, I'm going to hit you with a gem. Don't throw stone for stone. The best revenge to success is level up. When you leveling up, it's FOMO, baby. And you know what that means, the fear of missing out. And once you did that, you just became the very best version of yourself. Now, this is the Alan the DJ Show. You can find us on YouTube at the Alan the DJ Show. You can find us at the Alan the DJ Show fan page on Facebook. And you can find us at the Alan the DJ Show at gmail.com if you have any questions about what you want us to talk about next. And you can also find my personal page, Alan Hutchinson, on Instagram and Facebook, and William J. Smith on Instagram and Facebook. And until next time, man, don't try to worry about getting back with your ex. She's the ex for a reason, so you X her out. And you know what? You put that person that's supposed to be there in that place. And we just want you all to stay well, stay healthy.
Peace.